project. But above all, he was Emperor Kharavela reborn. He was called the Kalinga Sanda, the bull of Kalinga, for his aggressive, fearless champion of his state and his culture. It would be, as somebody was saying, author was saying, that he tried to write the book. It would be injustice to Biju Patnaik's multifaceted personality to bound his deeds and creeds between the two covers of a book with a limited number of pages. Individuals like Biju Patnaik, Jawaharlal Nehru, Pranab Das,
आपण देखुले पुस्तक द टॉलमैन उन्मोचन सीधा प्रसारण उत्कल मंडप चलता सीधा प्रसारण 1997 एप्रिल 17 बैशाखीर झांझी को टपी राज्यव्यापी अस्वस्तिकर अनुभव आनी एक दारुण खबर एक आकाश छुआ स्वप्न और बहु संभावना पूर्णछेद टाणी कोटी कोटी ओडिया हृदय जंत्रणार लहू और आखिरे लुह झराई देइतला सेही दिन विश्वख्यात योद्धा बिजू बाबू मृत्युर खबर मार्च 5 1916 आरंभ 81 वर्षर जीवन यात्रा प्राय 5 दशंधि काल केवल ओडिशा नुहे से थिले भारतीय राजनीतिर एक चर्चित और सम्मानास्पद व्यक्तित्व क्षमता युद्ध में बहुबार घाइला हेबा सत्वे जनता हृदय में राजत्व जारी रहितला एवं अवर्तमान भी ताहा चालू रही
रिगल ख्याल थिला जन्मरो पाठ पढ़ा बेले निशाघारी थिला देश बुलिबार साइकेल रे स्कूल बंधुंक सह पेशवार जाई बाल्य कालरू चर्चारे रहिथिले जिदखोर बिजू परे पायलट हेले जोर धरिला उड़ीबार आशा स्वप्न स्वाभिमान एवं संभावनार अनंत आकाश रे उड़ुथिले किंतु कहूथिले माटी मनिषंकर कथा ब्रिटिश सरकार पायलट चाकरी करी माटी मार स्वाधीनता पाई संग्रामी मानकु गोपन रे नेबाणीबा करुथिले दुस्साहसी बिजू तत्कालीन प्रधानमंत्री पंडित नेहरू का परामर्श रे कश्मीर को विच्छिन्नतावादी कबलरू सुरक्षा देवाकू राताराती सेना को धरी श्रीनगर रे पहुंची साहसी बिजू विचक्षणता एवं अदमनीय प्रवृत्तिर विश्वव्यापी उदाहरण रखिथिले इंडोनेशिया रे डच सेना को एकदम चकमा दे निज डाकोटा विमान रे सेठाकर तुंग राष्ट्रनेता साहारियर एवं सुकर्णो को उड़ाई आनी इंडोनेशिया रु भारत भायर सिंगापुर पुणी पराक्रमी इंदिरा सरकार विरोध में स्वर उठाई लोकनायक जयप्रकाश अरुणा आसफ अली जेल जाइथिले बेपरुआ बिजू बाबू राजनीति पैतृक एवं अर्जित संपत्ति बिकी एकदा निस्व हेबाकू बसिथिले हे आत्मविश्वास हरै नथिले अमानिया बिजू क्षमता लड़ाई रे बारंबार घाइला हुई भी परिणत बयस रे बाउंस बैक रे क्षमता रखिथिले अपराजय बिजू 5 दशंधि अधिक समय निज राजनीतिक जीवन यात्रा रे शासन डोरी धरिथिले कम अर्थ संख्यातीतंकु बांटिथिले क्षमता राजनीति रे थैथान सूत्र विरोधी अनुकरणीय एवं अनुगामी से थिले विराट आश्रयस्थली झड़र इगल भली अचानक जाहिर करुथिले निज उपस्थिति कोटी कोटी ओडिया राज्य तथा देश बाहर अन्य एक परिचय साजिथिबा कलिंगर एई मुकुटविहीन सम्राट को श्राद्ध वार्षिकी भक्तिपूत श्रद्धांजलि जनाइछन्ति प्रिय राज्यवासी ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट एमबीसी न्यूज
Biju Babu stood for all his life, that is to build a modern India supremely wedded to the principles of secular democracy, and it is that vision which needs to be strengthened today, and that is what I think is the only way, at least my generation, would be honoring and paying respects to Biju Babu. And this, I am saying this with all sincerity because now are the times when we miss Biju Babu and personalities like him. And in those steering committee meetings of the United Front, when Jyoti Babu used to chair the meetings, and Jyoti Babu and Biju Babu had an excellent personal rapport, and they would call each other with the first names, Jyoti and Biju. And then there was something that needed to be drafted, so I was called by Jyoti Basu to do that. So Biju Babu suddenly said, "How do you get these youngsters here, Jyoti?" So then Jyoti Babu answered to him, he said, "Like you, it's not the personality but the politics we have, that is what attracts people." And what attracted me to Biju Babu was his politics and his vision and understandings, more than the personality. And I think, नेता अगर बनेंगे आप, तो बिना नीति के कोई नेता नहीं बन सकता, and वो नीति को आधार पर ही नेता होगा। तो देश को आज नेता नहीं, देश को आज नीति चाहिए, और उस नीति को चाहिए जो बिजू बाबू हमारे हम सबको सिखा के हम सबको बड़ा किया, और जो कोशिश हम लोग सब आज कर रहे हैं। नवीन बाबू carries his legacy, and I think he is carrying forward the legacy in a very wonderful way, and we wish him all the success in the future to build that glory of Kalinga, the glory of Kalinga that Biju Babu was actually wanting to build. About Biju Babu's life, the only thing I would like to share is an anonymous shairi, a couplet that is said. His life was such that I think this couplet defines his life very well. पूछो मत कि जिंदगी में कितने पल है, पूछो मत जिंदगी में कितने पल है, ये पूछो हर पल में कितना जिंदगी है. And every moment of his life was lived to the full, and that is, and I'm once again honored to be here to pay our respects and to commit ourselves to carrying forward the vision of a modern India, a secular India, a democratic India, and that is what I think the proper homage to Biju Babu would be. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Sitaram Yeshwari ji. And now I invite Honorable Shri Lal Kishan Advani ji, Member of Parliament and former Deputy Prime Minister of India and Chairman of NDA, to share his experiences with the tall man, Biju Patnaik.
जीवन में अनेक पुस्तकों का विमोचन मैंने किया होगा, लेकिन आज जैसा पुस्तक विमोचन पहले कभी नहीं किया. क्योंकि इससे पहले तो जब भी कभी पुस्तक विमोचन करने के लिए जाता था तो मुझे भाषण नहीं करना पड़ता था, मुझे तो खाली पुस्तक दिखानी पड़ती थी. आज दोनों काम किए, पुस्तक दिखाई भी और इस समय मैं बोल भी रहा हूं. मेरे लिए ये तो गर्व की बात है कि जिस पुस्तक को मैंने केवल पढ़ा है, लिखा नहीं, उस पुस्तक के बारे में पुस्तक दिखा करके उससे आगे कुछ उसको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं. लेकिन इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं कि ऐसी सभा पुस्तक विमोचन के लिए पहले मैंने कभी नहीं देखी. इतनी सुंदर सभा, जहां पर लोग जो आए हैं वो सचमुच इसलिए आए हैं कि उनको पता है कि आज यहां पर पुस्तक विमोचन होगा, और उस पुस्तक विमोचन के दृश्य को दिखाने में ही हमको संतोष है और देखने वालों को भी संतोष है. इतनी शानदार सभा, और वह भी उड़ीसा की राजधानी में. मैं कल्पना नहीं कर सकता कि ऐसी हो सकती है. और जिसमें पुस्तक को विमोचन करने वाले को उड़िया बिल्कुल आती नहीं. उड़िया का सम्मान कर सकता है, उसकी इज्जत कर सकता है, लेकिन उसको ज्ञान नहीं. ये मेरे साथ मैं कहूंगा कि न्याय नहीं है, लेकिन न्याय न होते हुए भी इतना आनंद मुझे मिला आज उस पुस्तक का टॉल मैन के नाम से विमोचन करने में, कि मैं कह नहीं सकता कि इससे पहले किसी और पुस्तक विमोचन के कार्यक्रम में मुझे इतना आनंद मिला होगा जितना आज मिला है. और बीजू पटनायक ही नहीं, बीजू पटनायक के परिवार के लोग ही नहीं, बीजू पटनायक की भाषा का ज्ञान रखने वाले लोग ही नहीं, लेकिन आज मुझे विश्वास है कि इस उड़ीसा प्रदेश में जितने लोग होंगे उनको इस पुस्तक के विमोचन के कारण बहुत खुशी हुई होगी, बहुत आनंद हुआ होगा। मुझे उड़िया का ज्ञान न होते हुए भी आज गर्व होता है कि आज मैंने एक महान नेता, जिसका सारा प्रचार सारे उड़ीसा भर में इस नाते है कि बीजू पटनायक द टॉल मैन, उस व्यक्ति का इतना सम्मान आज इस प्रदेश ने किया है, उड़िया भाषी लोगों ने किया है कि आप पढ़ेंगे पुस्तक तो पुस्तक पढ़ते ही मन में श्रद्धा और इज्जत का भाव पैदा होता है। मुझे तो कम से कम बहुत अच्छा लगा आज उड़िया की इस पुस्तक का विमोचन करने में और आपके बीच में बैठ करके, और वो बीजू पटनायक हों, चाहे उनके परिवार के लोग हों, चाहे उनकी भाषी बोलने वाले लोग हों, जितने लोग हों, उन सब के बारे में मेरे मन में आदर और गर्व पैदा हुआ है। ये देख करके मुझे बहुत खुशी है और मैं बहुत बधाई देता हूँ जिन लोगों ने ये कल्पना की कि इस प्रकार की पुस्तक का विमोचन इस प्रकार से उड़िया की राजधानी इस प्रदेश में और प्रदेश की राजधानी में इसका विमोचन हो और उसमें भारत के एक कई पांच महान लोगों को बुलाया जाए कि जिनका उड़िया से संबंध भले ना हो, लेकिन जिनका बीजू पटनायक के परिवार से पुराना संबंध रहा, घनिष्ठ संबंध रहा और जिनके मन में उनके प्रति बहुत आदर और श्रद्धा का भाव रहा, उन 5 लोगों को बुला करके उनके द्वारा इसका विमोचन करवाया जाए। और मैं कह सकता हूँ, आपको बता सकता हूँ कि जिस समय इतनी बड़ी संख्या के बीच में और वो पुस्तक लेकर के, जिस प्रकार से वो पुस्तक का नाम है टॉल मैन, उसी प्रकार से वो महान ग्रंथ जब मैंने आपके सामने यूं खड़ा करके दिखाया तो मेरे मन में बड़ी खुशी हुई, बहुत आनंद हुआ। मैं उसके लिए जिन लोगों ने इसकी कल्पना की, इस प्रकार के विमोचन की, उनको मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ। बहुत धन्यवाद और आप सभी को बहुत धन्यवाद कि इतनी देर तक शांत रूप से और केवल मात्र मेरे शब्द सुनते रहना। कोई मेरे से पूर्व अंग्रेजी में बोला, मैं स्वयं हिंदी में बोला, लेकिन सब लोग समझ रहे थे चाहे बोल हिंदी रहे हो लेकिन उनका भाव जो है वो उड़िया का है, चाहे बोल अंग्रेजी रहे हो लेकिन उनका भाव उड़िया का है। श्रद्धा जो प्रकट कर रहे हैं वो उड़िया में प्रकट कर रहे हैं। हर एक के मन में ये जो भाव आता था, उसके कारण मेरे बारे में भी मैं मानता हूँ कि एक श्रद्धा और आदर का भाव पैदा हुआ, जो मेरे लिए गर्व की बात है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई आज के इस सफल कार्यक्रम के लिए।
Thank you, Shri L.K. Advani ji, for that wonderful speech. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to invite Shri H.D. Devegowda ji, Member of Parliament and former Prime Minister of India, to speak to us.
Honorable former President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister Lal Krishna Advani ji, Honorable Sitaram Yechury, Secretary General of Communist Party of India, Honorable Sri Prabhu Chawla ji, today I am delighted to be here for the release ceremony of the book titled The Tall Man, Biju Patnaik, written by Mr. Sundar Ganesh. I know Biju Patnaik as a freedom fighter, politician, and personally friend of mine who is well known to do impossible things. Bhumiputra of Indonesia, Biju was a visionary whose dreams came true as kingmaker, successful administrator, empire builder. The interesting fact is that he was already an MLA when he took up the adventurous journey to Indonesia, and his wife, Srimati Gyan, who was from Rawalpindi. Household name in Orissa is Biju Babu, was a statesman who battled for stronger states. While studying in Revansha College, he was interested in flying, so he left college and joined flying club, acquired flying license and joined National Airways and also Dalmia Airlines. During flying, he was assigned the task of evacuation of civilians and military staff from Burma. For his courageous efforts, the British Indian government commended devoted service for his brave and efficient pilot. He went to Red Army rescue during the World War II. His contribution has been recognized by the Russian government, who awarded and felicitated him on the 50th anniversary of victory. Biju was sentenced and imprisoned since he was transporting papers and circulated them to nationalists without the knowledge of British. Biju was emerged as a promising leader in Orissa when he became the MLA during 48 to 52. Biju dedicated service in the field of irrigation, power, and visionary, thinker and a man of action, and he became the tallest leader. Biju Patnaik took up the challenge of setting up industries in India and established a refrigerator factory as the first of its kind in India. The Chief Minister Biju was completed major projects such as Express Highway, thermal power projects, MiG engine factory, etc. on record initial 20 months. To bring administration near the people to serve them better, he have carved 30 districts from 13 districts of Odisha. This book is an eye-opener to those who have not gone through the life history of legendary Biju Patnaik. After I went through this book, I do not have words to express my gratitude towards the author who had taken a pains visiting various places to find out Biju's contribution of India, but also abroad, including USA, UK, Singapore, Indonesia, together to gather information from intellectuals in many universities. Biju was one of the greatest towering personalities who played a major role even prior to independence, and not only to build his dream, a strong state of Orissa in general and the overall development of downtrodden in particular. I feel to propose I feel this purpose of releasing this book was not only to throw light to the unknown information on Biju, but also the contents of this book should be taken for textbooks, for schools, colleges and students, for the information of the next generation. One thing the author has not mentioned here, he has played a major role to make me the Chief Minister of Karnataka. And the second role he has played to make me the Prime Minister of United Front Government. I don't know whether I am right or wrong. The people must understand to know what the tallest man is. This book must be printed in all the languages just to know what Biju Patnaik, the tall man. I myself does not know till I going through this book yesterday night. I asked my friend Mr. Mehta to send this book, and the whole night I gone through this book. I cannot express all the contents mentioned in the book. The author has taken so much of pain, go around the various countries to collect the information. And it must be in Hindi, not only in Oriya. The people must understand what a tallest man. A person like me, I don't know what the role he has played earlier when I came in contact in 1994, when he played a role to me to become the Chief Minister. On going through this detailed life of his history, Biju Patnaik, I strongly feel and recommend that the Government of India should confer Bharat Ratna Award on Biju for his exemplary service before and after independence. He is richly deserves the highest Indian award. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri H.D. Devegowda ji. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to invite the former President of India, Honorable Shri Pranab Mukherjee, to kindly address the gathering.
Good evening. Honorable Sri H.D. Devegowda, former Prime Minister of India, Sri L.K. Advani, former Deputy Prime Minister and senior national political leader of the country today, Honorable Chief Minister of Orissa, former Union Ministers, and worthy son of a tall man of Indian politics, Sri Naveen Patnaik, General Secretary of the Communist Party of India Marxist, Sri Sitaram Yechury, eminent journalist Sri Prabhu Chawla, distinguished members of the Parliament, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen. When I received the invitation from the Chief Minister to participate in this book launching program, I felt myself honored and as well as little apprehensive. What a short man like me will speak of a truly tall man, Sri Biju Patnaik. Then I remembered what a fund of affection he had for me, which encouraged me to come here amongst you in this evening. Politically, we are not on the same side, ever. But mentally, and also in many extent, on ideological principles, political analysis of the situation, we shared many common views. I came to know him personally. I remember in the mid-70s, when we came to Rajya Sabha, and at that time I was a junior minister in the cabinet of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. His first speech, in a couple of places he mentioned me, because I was then Minister of State in Finance, and jokingly told me that, Mr. Minister, you will never earn your revenue if the state of industrial development of this country remains this. A country is known how much steel it produces, how much electricity it generates, how much coal it produces, how you cultivate your land, and for that you require the planning, you fix a target, plan after plan, and then you regret in the next plan, sorry, we have missed the target. It was so fascinating and attractive. After his speech, I volunteered myself and said that I would like to know much more from him. I had the privilege, but not immediately. After several years, when I was in charge of the as Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commission, 91-96, he was Chief Minister of Odisha. We worked in close cooperation. And at that point of time, there was a demand from the various state chief ministers in the NDC meeting that the old Gadgil formula, which was evolved in 1968, on the basis of which resources are distributed between the states, are inadequate, inappropriate. So I thought of changing the formula, and I found what tremendous support he can give to one, to whichever political party he or she may belong to, if he is convinced the need. I sat with him several hours, and then he advised me to talk to another veteran in Indian politics. He is no longer with us today. He is Bhairav Singh Shekhawat, former Vice President of India and at that time the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. Three of us worked out a formula, and the strong support which both of them gave in the NDC meeting, hardly I had to explain except referring to them, and even the Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, who was the chairman of the NDC at that point of time as Prime Minister of the country. The new formula was evolved. Thereafter, on many occasions,